He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Gonna run it. It's Hansen. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something. Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Off play action on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Trying to beat the D deep. Goes high to pull it in. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
Here's a gift to Peoples. Shakes off the defender. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Nittany Lions come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Nestled just inside that right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Gonna run it. It's Jordan. Makes it past the marker. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of running room. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Beck. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Touchdown, Trojans! A pick 6. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And his throw is incomplete. Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. To throw, it's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Pulls it in. It's Peoples. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
He's got him. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. On the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. He found plenty of room, and he gets into the 39-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. He's at the 10, all the way back. Touchdown, Southern Cal. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer. Force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They look like they're about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback, too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So first down here as they go back to work. Trying play action. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's picked off for the third time today. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point.
Makes the grab in their space. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And the Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Running the red zone. It's Jordan. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
It's complete on the right side. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll give it to him again. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Handoff, Peoples running left. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. We now move inside 4 minutes to play here in the first half. On 3rd down, here's Peoples. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory. And the Nittany Lions will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the move, it's Jordan. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort, nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Solid run on the last play gives this offense another 1st down. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Man, this guy is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. That was an RPO. He caught that thing behind the line of scrimmage, but once he had it, he made one quick cut, and that was it. His speed, his elusiveness, he is so dangerous. Defense just couldn't corral him, and he rips off a huge play on what was a very, very short throw on the RPO.
Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Jordan. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. To the air, it's Mayava. It's complete. And he's got plenty for the first down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of the 2-minute timeout. And the Trojans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Looking for space. It's Hansen. Here's a little room there. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
To the air, it's Beck. He's taking the shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll start this drive going to the air. He lets it fly. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
You know, if you're going to complete these stagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on that play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Hit as he throws. Lost and defense is wide open. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Unloads it left. He's got it. Touchdown, Trojans. Into the end zone for 6. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Using his legs, it's smart. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look in on BYU, taking on the number 22 team, the Iowa State Cyclones. And it's BYU who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big 12.
First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Finds Zach Brees, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's got it again. And he knocked him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
To the air, it's Mayava. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Runs through a tackle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He'll try to take it back. The 10. Touchdown, Trojans. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Back to pass, it's Beck. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on fourth down. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. That's reeled in, it's Miller. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Barber. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Tight end finds a soft spot. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion. Now 2nd and 2. Might have a chance. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Miller with the ball. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. They've got the screen set up. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll try to power it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Gonna look downfield again. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Looking left. With the catch, it's Samuel. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. To the air on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Punts it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They'll run it. It's Hansen. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Might be changing the route. On the run, it's Henson. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
And this has been a rough day for this offense. And finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive there.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Runs through the tackle. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. On the move. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. The sure hands. It's Anderson. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Gain of 36. That's a 1st down for the offense.
The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Ready. Let's go!
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Jordan. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Penn State's offense comes onto the field, ready to start the drive. They think there's room to run to the right here. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
They'll keep it on the ground. There's a crease. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this two-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents. That's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well, because you're right. You beat two top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you and believes in you to handle the big moment against good opponents.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to him on the ground. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. The give to the tailback. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.